Once upon a time, there was a young, athletic boy, hungry for success, for whom winning was everything, and success was measured just by winning. One day, the boy was preparing himself for a running competition in his small village, himself and 2 other young boys to compete. A large crowd had gathered to witness the sporting spectacle, and a wise old man, upon hearing of the little boy, had traveled far to bear witness also. The race commenced, looking like a level heat at the finishing line. But sure enough, the boy dug deep and called on his determination, strength, and power. He took the winning line and was first. The crowd was ecstatic and cheered and waved at the boy. The wise man remained still and calm, expressing no sentiment. The little boy, however, felt proud and important. A second race was called, and 2 new, young, fit challengers came forward to run with the little boy. The race was started, and sure enough, the little boy came through and finished first once again. The crowd was ecstatic again and cheered and waved at the boy. The wise man remained still and calm, again expressing no sentiment. The little boy, however, felt proud and important. Another race, pleaded the little boy. The wise old man stepped forward and presented the little boy with 2 new challengers, an elderly frail lady and a blind man. "What is this?" quizzed the little boy. "This is no race," he exclaimed. "Race," said the wise man. The race was started, and the boy was the only finisher. The other 2 challengers left standing at the starting line. The little boy was ecstatic. He raised his arms in delight. The crowd, however, were silent, showing no sentiment toward the little boy. "What has happened? Why not do the people join in my success?" he asked the wise old man. "Race again," replied the wise man. "This time, finish together, all 3 of you. Finish together," continued the wise man. The little boy thought a little, stood in the middle of the blind man and the frail old lady, and then took the 2 challengers by the hand. The race began, and the little boy walked slowly, ever so slowly, to the finishing line and crossed it. The crowd were ecstatic and cheered and waved at the boy. The wise man smiled, gently nodding his head. The little boy felt proud and important. "Old man, I understand not. Who are the crowd cheering for? Which one of us 3? Asked the little boy. The wise old man looked into the little boy's eyes, placing his hands on the boy's shoulders, and replied softly, "Little boy, for this race, you have won much more than in any race you have ever ran before. And for this race, the crowd cheer not for any winner." You see, in life, in your life, what are you running for? Are you hungry for success? Is winning the only measurement for you in your life? Who are you running against? And if you always win against everybody, then soon the people will stop cheering for you. At the end of your life, if you look back, the question is, who was running next to you in this race? If they were weaker and old, did you help them to get across the line? Did you all finish together? Because that is the best race you can ever run. So run this race called life. But don't forget, it is not important if you win. It is important how you run this race.
Om Shanti. Good morning. And today we are going in the series of Reconnect to our InnerNet, and we are going through the series Family. Family And this week we are undergoing the chapter Canopy of Security and Space. When we talk about canopy, when we talk about canopy, it's it's like a umbrella over you. And when we are under any umbrella, I'm not directly in connection with the problem. This canopy help you to save yourself from many things because that will not hit you directly. And that is what is family. Family gives us that space, that security, that some things, some a few problems in our life will not hit us directly. These problems will take will be distributed in family, or it is going to be like it is not hitting you directly, but it will be filtered. The impact will be filtered. When we say family, think for a moment. When we say God the Father, in Bharat we say Tumhi ho mata, tumhi pita ho. The only country, Bharat, says that God is father, mother, our parent. Rest all the countries, rest all their religion, they say that God is father. So somewhere we are very much connected with God as a family, as a father, as a parent, as eternal parent. As soon as there is a connection between father and children, there is a feeling of security. This security is eternal. Think for a moment, when I am child of God, you are child of God, and when everyone is child of God, then the whole world becomes a family. This whole world is a family, and this whole world is there to help you. But sometimes when we miss our direct link, our actual pathway, the whole world becomes like a problem for us. It looks like I'm not able to carry myself in the world. And that is why we have this sense of insecurity. When I am tired, when I feel alone, when I feel my work is over, so I try to go back to family and feel relaxed. So think for a moment, if I reach my eternal family, how much relaxation I'll get there. For eternal family, I'll come back little later. But for this family, which in which we are living, our relations, which we are carrying, our by birth relations, or those relations we have choose to live with them, with those relations, these relations gives us some space, as well as they give us some security also. Sometime these become securities become bondages to us, and then we don't like this security anymore. We always seek for space, we always seek for our personal space, we want different type of freedom, but sometimes we never try to give that same space to the security part with all these relations. Whenever there is a freedom, there should be there should be some duties associated with that. Whenever there is a space, there are some disciplines associated with that. Space means liberty, freedom. Space means at your wish. Space means you can do what you want. But discipline means you can't do what you want. There are some regulations, there are some methods which you have to follow. Family is a delicate balance between this discipline and freedom. If you understand this delicate balance, family is the best place for our training. But we usually get a bad feeling about this security or this disciplines, and then we feel trapped, we feel burdened, and there we lose the actual crisp of family, the relaxed form of family, the space which gives us love, the space which gives us relaxation, the space which is going to give me a lot of growth. We ignore that space, but we still get keep getting irritated with those disciplines. I think you remember that story about hedgehogs, many hedgehogs together. They have quills, spines on their body. These spines are very sharp. These spines can actually poke the other person. That is a security measure for any hedgehog, so that that can be safe, because hedgehogs, they walk very slowly. They have a bulky body, they cannot run very fast. So in order to save themselves, nature has given this good quality to hedgehogs. Their body is full of quills, spines, and that is why any predator cannot eat that hedgehog. That's the normal situation. At the time of winters, at the time of snowfall, all these hedgehogs, all the hedgehogs of the area of that forest, they come together. What they do, they get connected, they come very close, very close, very close. They come so close that their spines, they get interwoven together. And with that interwoven um, spines, they create a very thick mesh. They're very close to each other in a herd, in a group. In order to make that woven, thick, thick hedgehog group, they have to stay very close to each other. But this woven material, this arrangement saves them from cold, because that woven structure doesn't allow cold waves, doesn't allow cold air to cross through, and that is why their body heat is saved. But these hedgehogs are very, very, very spiny. When they come so close to each other, it so happen each other quills, spines, used to poke the other hedgehog. They bear this poking feeling, they bear this pain, but they survive. Out of all these hedgehog, one hedgehog thinks that, oh, it's so painful to bear this pain of poking spines of other hedgehog. I don't like it. I don't. I why this is these spines are there to save us from predators. I need not to poke the spines in me, so I'm not going to be the part of that woven structure. I'll stay alone. Well, they can stay alone. That one hedgehog can stay alone, but this one alone hedgehog will not survive in that winter, will not be able to survive the snow, because the snow will fall on that hedgehog. And slowly, the snow will go inside their spine. And as soon as it will touch the animal's skin, animal may die. Same thing. World is full of bitterness, coldness, heat, all the adversities. Family together creates an interwoven structure. This structure is capable enough to withstand that heat cold of the environment. If I feel that's fine, I will be in this. I will be the part of this interwoven structure, no matter what's the problem. But no matter how much poking my family members could be, but I will be part of family. Then I get a canopy of security. Because when you are under that interwoven structure, you have to follow the discipline of not moving, discipline to bear the pain of others' quilt which are poking you, the discipline to be stationary in the group, discipline not to get irritated with your co family members. Now, all these disciplines gives the space to live, to survive, to receive the help, and then the troublesome time, the bad time cross together. So try to understand this. Spirituality says life is important. How you live your life is more important. And actually, how you help others during your life is most important. Because what you do, it is going to be a memory piece. This is हिंदी में समझाऊं ये यादगार बन जाता है. Whatever you are doing, people will people will narrate these stories after some time. When you are departed, people will narrate your stories. Now think for a moment, what type of stories people are going to narrate about you after your departure. Are they going to are they going to narrate inspirational stories about you, or casual stories, or negative stories? What type of stories people going to remember, narrate about you after your departure? Think for this for a moment. God says life itself is a blessing. Living life happily is even a double blessing. But if you are able to generate more blessings in this life, your life will become an inspiration for others. Try to live your life in this way. Instead of dragging the life, instead of just crossing my life, let's live life so that my life could help others to live their life. My life could open doors to others when they remember me. Prajapita Brahma Baba, who was the founder father for the organization Brahma Kumaris, his life was an inspiration for us. His life was not that easy. He was a rich merchant when the organization started. That was a different aspect. But after he started, after this organization was constructed, and then he left all his worldly legacy and he led a saintly life, a saintly fatherly life to all the children. He faced many challenges. Even he faced the challenges about financial challenges also. He was like uncrowned king earlier, and he faced financial challenges later. But with the mental calmness, with disciplines of his life, and with total spiritual internal good wishes, with a mental good wishes mentality, he was able to cross the life. For a yogi, we say his life is almost like a Google search. Whenever we have any problem, we used to think, okay, in this scenario, what could be the step that Prajapita Brahma Baba could have done if he was there in this situation? And then we receive one answer, and then we try to complete our work in that way. What good if our life become like this, like Mother Teresa, like Mahatma Gandhi, like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel? And there are many people whose lives are inspiration for others. Whenever somebody is so courageous, we say Jhansi Ki Rani, the Queen of Jhansi. Their action became one history. We don't know that I will be remembered in history or not, but at least I will be memorable for my family. What type of memory I'm leaving for my family? The family, which is canopy of security and space. There is a very good connection between security and space. Let me show you one slide. In this slide, you can see the canopy of security and space. This slide, this slide, you can see space comes with freedom. At the same time, security comes with discipline. Freedom means you have choices. Freedom means you have your own time. Freedom means you have liberty. You are free to do things. But at the same time, discipline. Disciplines are in order to make security. These disciplines are some bylaws, some norms, some regulations which we need to follow. Say, for example, family gives you freedom, a space to do work of your choice, to do work of your choice. So, family gives a space for your rest, for your relaxation. So, for that, what you did, you are sleeping all the day. You are sleeping all the time. And then, if you are sleeping all the time, what will happen? Somebody in family will come and say, at least you should get up by this time, and at least you should be there on the table of breakfast with other family members. Now, this comes discipline. Discipline is security. What type of security? Now, here in this case, discipline is a physical security. Because if you keep sleeping till late without any reason, then your health will be a problem. Well, health will fall under a problem. You'll ruin your health. And after that, your daily routine will become sluggish. So, in order to make you alert, in order to make you healthy, now there comes a discipline. For every freedom, we have one discipline: freedom to speak. In your family, you can speak. You can speak everything. You have a choice to call people with their name. You can choose your own word to call them. Some people call their mom like mom. Some people say I. Some people say amma. Some people say mummy. So it's your choice. There comes a discipline. There comes a discipline. Discipline is that regard, that respect. Yes, you choose any word, but then that regard and respect should be there. There are more things like there are more free choices in family. You can There are some videos open. Okay, you can actually um, you can have freedom to choose your dresses, but again the same time there is a discipline. Discipline which says you have to think about your family prestige, which place, which type of dress you are choosing. Family gives us space to eat what you want, cook and eat, or you can ask for your choiceful food. But again comes a discipline. You have to take care. As family is giving you the space, you have also to give a space. You should also give that same space to other family members so that you should take care their choices also. Say, for example, you like potatoes and somebody in family doesn't like potato. So every day, if you want to have potato, that will be cooked for you separately, not for him or her. They also can have their own choiceful things. So that comes with security. I want to see the slide one more time. Well, the same thing repeated in another point, openness. Family gives you that open feeling, which is again coming with regulations. The same thing, open to speak. Family gives you a place where you can open yourself, you can tell all your problems, you can tell your comforts or discomforts, you can tell your choices. But at the same time, you can tell your expressions, you can express your comforts or discomfort, but there are some regulations. You have to understand the the means the family position. Say for example, openness says I want to go for a holiday to some place, like I want to go for a holiday to uh, Andaman and Nicobar. There is a regulation with that. Is it right time for all family members to go for a holiday? Family gives you belongingness. You know, the video which we run in the beginning of this session, that video, I saw that video number of time. It is not important to win the race all the time. It is important together you win. Family is celebration of togetherness. Then comes belongingness. Belongingness and training. Family gives you feeling of belongingness, appanapan. But at the same time, family is a teacher. Family is your first classroom where you are going to get a training. At the time of training, there are some teachers, and teachers will train you rather they love you. They'll not love you. Their love is training itself. So, where belongingness is a type of acceptance, family will accept you as you are. At the same time, family is ready to give you training to become better every day. Family is going to give you relaxation. At the same time, family is going to give you alertness also. Be relaxed in your family, that's good, but you have to be alert. Alert that you are not misbehaving with anyone. Alert for security, alert for family members, means their well-being. So, family gives you relaxation, at the same time, responsibilities. Alertness is another name of responsibilities. Family gives you personal space. There you can, personal space. You can create your own privacy in family, but still, there are some manners and etiquettes along with it. Family is a canopy which is giving you all this feeling, the personal space, belongingness, openness. But the most important thing is discipline, manners. Thanks for this slide. I should not forget these manners. Well, next thing, the eternity, the basic of family, the basic of spirituality about family. Have you ever thought, why are you here in this family? Have you ever thought, why did you get birth in this family? Why are you married with this person? Why are you connected? Uh, or why these people are here in your family? Have you ever thought about? Sometimes in one family only, we are very different from each other. And then we think, how come we born in same family? Have you ever thought about? Can you give me any point in chat box? What could be the reason behind? Yes, it's very, very, very direct answer. We have some karmic account. We had the one topic, law of karma, some weeks back. Spirituality says, I think you remember that we draw one big picture, and in that big picture we had bills and checks. Spirituality says, this family, you are not connected with these souls just in this family. Yes, these souls with these faces, you are connected first time in this family. But these souls with different faces, you have connected with them many times earlier. Same souls, different faces. How? These same souls, they were the part of big structure, big drama. We met with each other. We made exchange of our bills and checks, blessings and curse. There are some leftover blessings or some leftover curse in previous births. And I have to clear those accounts. And that is why I am with these people. I am actually in debt with these people. And that is why I am in this family. Take your family as you have to clear your debts with them. Think for a moment. You're carrying a burden. You are having a debt of some many thousands, some lakhs debt. So you feel very burdened. And you get one chance, one method that if you are not able to pay this money, no problem, you can give your services, and then this debt will be cleared. So you will feel so relaxed. Okay, I got another way to clear off my debt. Debt समझते कर्ज. So same way, if we are having some accounts with these people every day, if I work in such a way in my family so that I could receive blessings from them, I can make them relax, I can make them security, I can make them give some security, I can receive some blessings from them. These blessings are going to pave the path of eternal happiness. Now, think for a moment. Take your family in a different way. In eternity, you have already met these people with different names, different forms, different faces, with different relations. These family members are actually your co-passengers since long. These family members are going to be with you even further if you haven't cleared your account with them. And how to clear the account? The only method to clear the account is remembering God. If you want to nourish a tree, how will you nourish the tree? You'll pour the nourishment to roots, not to each leaf. In the same way, doing anything and everything in family, remember God. Take your family members as God's children. Then you will find there will be a regard for them. You know, in today's Murli is, Murli is godly versions. In today's Murli, we learned, and I like that point very much. If you want to become worship worthy, if you want to become next to Supreme, next to God, need not to remember anyone, but along with that, you have to give regard to everyone. Don't remember anyone, but give regard to everyone. Remember means I am becoming like a slave of their memories. No, taking inspiration from them and giving regard to them. This is the method we have to adopt as a spiritual concept. Instead of remembering them sitting somewhere and saying, oh, somebody was there in my life, they gone, and now I am here alone. That is a wrong way of remembering. Taking an inspiration from them, how they did the same method, I will follow, or I will not follow that method. So, this will help you to go ahead in your family better way, rather in taking inspiration or creating inspiration for others and remembering God. Let's remember God in meditation. When I remember God, I actually connect to my real self and the Supreme Self. As soon as this connection is done, automatically I vibrate in such a way that the ambience become pure, that the ambience become peaceful. And so my family members will also become peaceful. Like there is a connection between socket and plug. As soon as the plug has gone into the socket, as soon as the switch is on, light will come, bulb will glow. And as there is a glow in bulb or tube light, immediately there will be light all around. Same way. I connect to Supreme, and the time long I'm connected, I'll glow with peaceful vibrations, which could be received, which could be beneficial for others. Let's meditate. We will show you a meditation slide. Keep your eyes focused on the screen. Follow what I am saying. It's not that new for you. Now feel yourself relaxed, at the place where you are sitting. Visualize your whole body getting dissolved in air, as if air is dissolving your body. And the place where you are sitting, it is almost empty. Visualize how does this chair or sofa or the place where you are sitting looks like when it is empty. And there is only one star little above this chair. That's you, leaving this consciousness of material body behind. I, the tiny star, I travel towards my home, my eternal home, my eternal family. I, the star, leaving this room behind, I am flying up in the sky, beyond the buildings and trees. I am traveling beyond Earth's atmosphere. As I go away from Earth, I am crossing through the dark space with many astronautical bodies around, stars, planets, satellites. I am a tiny star. I'm going upwards. I'm traveling very, very fast. I enter to energy dimension. It's a world of light. It's all light around me, and I am a beautiful, bright star going into this light. As I go deep in this light, I find this light is becoming golden red in color. It's all dark golden red around me. It's a world of light. It's a world of peace. I am at my home. I am at Soul World. I can find many different stars like me floating in this light. I feel a sense of belongingness to all of them, yet I am very detached with them. I can find God, my Father, the brightest star at home. I go close to Him. He is shining bright. As I go very close to Him, I can receive His energies in me. I am a small, tiny star right in front of the Supreme Star. I can absorb His energies in me. And this is the relation, the only relation which can fulfill all other relations. I allow His rays to come in me. His rays are blessings. I am feeling light. I am feeling bright. I am peaceful. I keep this feeling in me, leaving this world behind. I gently travel the same path back. I enter to this room sitting in the middle of forehead in this body. I am a beautiful soul in this body. I am peaceful. Om Shanti.